There are many things that go with fall weather. Apple picking, pumpkin-flavored anything, and my personal favorite, the MLB playoffs. While the trees begin to lose their leaves, the Red Sox continue to grow out their beards. With the series tied up at 2, did the Dodgers fear the beard? Let's take a look. We'll start with the Red Sox and Tigers. Anibal Sanchez was terrific in his first outing. Mike Napoli doesn't care. A 460-foot bomb to straightaway center. Red Sox go up 1-0. Here, Miguel Cabrera, the former Triple Crown winner, looking to make something happen, grounds into a double play to end the inning. The Tigers, however, would get a run on the play. They close the gap to 4-3. Bottom ninth, Koji Uehara looking for a 5-out save, and he gets it as Jose Iglesias, the former Red Sox, flies out to Dustin Pedroia to end it. Red Sox take it 4-3. They now lead the series 3-2 with Game 6 tomorrow night in Fenway. The men's team isn't the only one taking on a top 10 team inside the Carrier Dome tomorrow. For the first time ever, the third-ranked women's lacrosse team squares off against 8th-ranked Duke. Quite a lot at stake in this one, as the two programs are tied for third in the ACC standings. Both teams are 2-1 in conference play. Gary Gates' team looks to improve to 5-1 against opponents ranked in the top 10 this season. First draw is at 3 p.m. But before the men's team takes on UNC, the women's program will square off inside the Dome in a battle between two of the top 3 teams in the country. North Carolina, the defending national champion, is 12-1 this season and number 1 in the country. Gary Gates' Orange boasts the same record and are the third-ranked team in the nation. First draw is at 3 p.m. In all 5 of Syracuse's losses, the team shot under 40% from the field. That was mostly a product of long 2-pointers. But in its second-round game against Western Michigan, the team shot close to 50% from the field, largely because it attacked the basket and was aggressive. The question is whether or not that philosophy is here to stay.
It depends on what quality of look you're getting. If you can shoot a long 2 that's open, that's a decent shot. It's just about how we manufacture our offense.
We can shoot the ball, we can score. Just getting guys the right spots. As long as we get guys like Trevor open, I think our percentages will be high. He's in make shots.
That's our goal for every game, is to attack the basket or be as aggressive as possible, and I feel like we can do that tomorrow.
When Jeremy Grant, CJ Fair, and company are attacking the basket, the team becomes one of the toughest outs in the tournament. When they're settling for mid-range jump shots, the Orange becomes ripe for an upset. From the First Niagara Center, Bobby Krivitsky, Citrus TV. In a game that many figured would serve as an appetizer for Saturday's showdown against 5th-ranked Duke, unranked Boston College had other ideas. What made them so difficult to stop?
They got good passers, good ball handlers. They got 4 guys that can shoot threes, and I think Anderson's a really good inside player. We have to play better on offense. They scored up there against us, but we played better on offense. And our offense just, wasn't what it needs to be.
I think it was, they have 4 guys out there that could shoot the ball, and they have Anderson in the middle who could pass it out there and could score himself. So it's tough to play against a team that shoots that well when they're open.
Boston College shot 58% from 3 in the second half to erase an 8-point deficit and leave the home crowd stunned and disappointed. From the Carrier Dome, Bobby Krivitsky, Citrus TV. After a first half that left fans a bit perplexed, Trevor Cooney's shooting not only kept Syracuse in the game, but made taco time a possibility. After the game, Cooney's teammate Michael Benajay made quite the statement about his starting shooting guard.
I feel Trevor Cooney is one of the best shooters in the country, if not the best. He just flat out shot the ball really great today. He moved well without the ball, and he does a good job of relocating in open spots.
It was a result of being more comfortable on defense, or a product of being on the court longer than he had ever been last season. Cooney found himself in a rhythm that only the game's best shooters get to experience.
Once I was able to get the first couple down, and the game kind of just came to me, and I was able to get into a good rhythm.
I thought we did a good job of finding Trevor, and he bailed us out when we really needed him in the first half, when we had nothing really in the first half. He hit those 2 threes to get us close at halftime. Those were two monster shots, and obviously when he gets going, he's going to make those shots. Cooney finished the game 7 of 8 from beyond the arc and had a game-high 27 points.
The Orange are hoping that Cooney can provide the team with a dynamic they haven't had since the departure of Jerry McNamara. They hope this carries not just into Tuesday's matchup against Fordham, but through the rest of the season. From the Carrier Dome, Bobby Krivitsky, Citrus TV. One of the things you love about Boeheim is how candid he is, and he knows the offense struggled. He talks about that, and then he brings up the fact that they're down by 4, close to a minute remaining, and they're calm. He's calm. He knows there's enough time to run a play, to execute, and just get a good possession. Make sure you score. Don't rush it. Don't force a 3 or a bad shot, and as a result, they get that 2, and they go on to win this game. For me, it was the C.J. Fair three-pointer, minute 42 left, gets himself open in the corner, and knocks it down. If he misses that, down by 6, it could have gone to a 3-possession game, and from there, it could very well have been over. Well, it's really a question of who they draw come March. Pittsburgh is undersized, but they're physical, and they got 16 offensive rebounds, really dominated the offensive glass. If they draw a bigger opponent come March, they could be in major trouble, especially if Christmas gets into foul trouble. Jay, let's start with how SU performed at the foul line. 16 of 19, they only missed 3, 84%. That's consistently a bugaboo for Jim Boeheim's teams. Not tonight. In the Pete, it's a huge reason as to why they won.